Welcome viewers to Gateway Learning Center YouTube platform. Today we're looking at polymerization and organic chemistry. So polymerization, we need to know that whenever dealing with polymerization, we're talking about the large macro molecules. The large macro molecules. Okay, so by definition, polymerization, we are saying polymerization is the additional of small units by marker called monomers to form a larger molecule called polymer. Okay, so we have monomers, we also have a polymer. So polymerization, which is a larger macromolecule, when you add small amount of units, which are called the monomers, we are going to form a larger molecule called a polymer. So as in, it's the process by which monomers are added together to form or to produce a larger polymer. That's what we call polymerization. So from this definition, we'll say we have two types of polymerization. Number one, we have what we call additional polymerization and the condensation. So we have additional, then we also have condensation. Okay, so additional and condensation polymers, that's what we have. So today I'm going to focus much on additional polymerization. So additional polymerization can also be categorized as homopolymer. It is also called homopolymer. And additional polymerization, only the alkenes which have double bonds are involved. No alkane can undergo additional polymerization in the sense that alkanes are unreactive hydrocarbons, while alkenes, which are unsaturated hydrocarbons, are reactive hydrocarbons. So from here now, we'll look at some of the examples of this type of polymerization. So for example, if we have monomers, let's say ethane, like this, plus another ethane We can add as many as we want depending on the polymer we want to produce. So what will happen now is that since these are alkenes, they want to react to form a polymer. In the next stage, you'll find that the double bond will break now. So I have something like this. I have something like this. So this is a polymer which we have found. Now the double bond breaks in order to accommodate other atoms to be touched on it so that the polymer can be produced. So we say this is ethane. So as a monomer and a monomer, when this is produced, it will be called now a polyethane. It will be called a polyethane, where poly means many number of monomers. Now, to write this, it can take us time. So there is a simple way which we can use to identify a polymer and a monomer under small structures. So let's try that method. If we say ethane undergoes polymerization, it will form polyethane. My markers are not as good as it should be. Okay, so remember that whenever additional polymerization is taking place, there are some conditions or factors that are needed. So here, temperature is needed. Apart from temperature, a catalyst is also needed. Then also pressure is needed. So for the polymer to take place, we need to have these types of conditions in place. Then all natural things, if not everything now at this time, are called polymers, starting from the packaging, clothing, and the plastics. They all polymers. So we have natural polymers and artificial polymers. So ethane, with these conditions present, will form a polyethane. So for us to simplify the diagram, we'll say this ethane, it will produce something like this now. Okay. Then we put N here. So this N is representing a large number, or if I put 7 here, it means I have 7 monomers which have reacted to produce this polyethane. Then the trade name for polyethane, its trade name, it is polyethylene. Polyethylene is a trade name for polyethane. So on most cases, you find that this ethane or polyethylene is the one which they put on the product. Now, whenever discussing on the polyethane, some of its properties, you find that it is tough and durable. This polyethane is tough and durable. That is those properties. Then examples or where it can be used you find that they use polyethylene to make plastic bags, also balls, bottles, and other packaging substances. So polyethylene is considered to be used to make that plastic bags, balls, bottles, all those things. So this is how we make additional polymerization. Let's look at another example apart from ethane. The other example we're going to look at the formation of polypropane. So we have propane undergoes polymerization to form polypropane. So structurally, this way you need to be careful. In the normal sense, propane has three carbons. It's like this. Let me put my double bond here. So since the general formula for alkenes is CnH2n, where there is N you put 3. So these are the carbons. Then so we're expecting to have 6 hydrogens. Okay, so this is how we write propane. But under additional polymerization, we don't use more than 2 carbons and less than 2 carbons. So 2 carbons are used whenever we are making a polymer under additional polymerization. Therefore, we cannot write propane like this as a monomer. So we're going to write it like this. We are going to use only the 2 carbons. Therefore, so H, then this part, which is called the methyl group, it will come here. Then this H and this H. So what we have made now can be used as a monomer, not this entire part. So now we can write it, having explained that. So we have this like that. Then it will be carbon, carbon. So we have the methyl group here, 3, then hydrogen and hydrogen. So this is what you call now the polyethylene. Its trade name will be polypropylene. So you can note that we are only moving this E between N and P, then replace it with YL to form a trade name. So polypropylene is the trade name for polypropane. So it has undergone polymerization and additional. So of course, don't forget to write the factors. We have a catalyst, we have temperature, we also have pressure. Okay, so what's the importance of polypropane? It is also its properties. It is also tough and durable. Then it is used to make crates and boxes, also plastic ropes. So we used to make it crates, those where they put drinks or beer. Then apart from that, plastic ropes as well as boxes. So that's how we make polypropane and additional polymerization. We'll look at the last 2 examples, then if you are done under polymerization. Okay. So the next example we're going to look at, we'll talk about now the PVC. Okay, so we look at the next one because my markers are not that dark ink, so I'll end on this one. So we have what you call chloroethane to produce polychloroethane. Okay, it's either side. So we are saying chloroethane as a monomer is used to produce polychloroethane. So ethane is like a common ingredient in this one. So from here, because we have chloro, it means from the halogens we have chlorine, so, and ethane. So in this one now, in this one, we'll put hydrogen here, we'll put hydrogen here, you can put hydrogen here, and you can put chlorine here. So this is called chloroethane because of this chlorine. Then it will be here, we're just breaking the bonds. So hydrogen, then you have hydrogen, then you have hydrogen, then you can have a chlorine. So what we have now is what we are talking about or saying. It is now a polymer. You can put N here. So this part is called vinylchloride. Vinylchloride. So chloroethane is also called vinylchloride, and then the polychloroethane will be called now the polyvinylchloride or PVC. Polyvinylchloride or PVC. So PVC has also its functions and the properties. One of its properties that it is strong, it's hard, then it's not that much flexible compared to polyethane. Therefore, it is used to make pipes and the insulations. These pipes, like the conduit pipes, the water pipes, not that one for metal. These are plastics. Talking about the plastics. So it is used to make, apart from plastics, also sockets. They use PVC, and paint. They use PVC. So this is how we do under additional polymerization. Just trying to add 2 or more monomers to form a giant polymer. So for today, we end here. Next time, I've remained with one, which is called the tetrafluoroethane. The tetrafluoroethane, which contains 4 fluorine atoms because of the word tetra. So that is what we're going to look at next time. For now, we call a day. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions on how we can improve our work delivery, you can contact us on this number 096699 then 3848. This is a business line. You can call us at any time. Then you ask for queries. If you want a topic which you want us to cover for you, you can just leave your comment in the section below. Then you're able to get your comment and do as you wish. This is your tutor, Chendanathan. Thank you so much. Remember to invite your friends on this platform so that you can be all knowledgeable together.